Welcome to Crafty Compulsions. My name is Valerie, and I'm so glad you can join me today. It's the end of the month, so it's time to recap what I have been coloring this month. I have some completed pages, and I have a couple of whips, and overall it was, pretty good month. I'm pretty happy with most of the work that I did, and I'm really excited to share it with you today. So first I'm going to show you Mystery Mosaics, book 15 by Mindware. And I did one page in here this month. A fitting page, sort of Halloween, a purple Halloweeny haunted house kind of vibes. And this one was a fun one to color. I used my Prismacolor Scholar pencils and a couple of Crayolas or other budget type pencils to fill in any color gaps. And I am really enjoying this book, and I really enjoyed this page. So there's this one, Mystery Mosaics, book 15 by Mindware. Okay, so next is Mystery Mosaics, color by number, Dazzling Scenery by Maximus Prime. So I did a couple of pages in here this month. So this was my first one, and I did it with Prismacolor Scholar pencils. I was starting to get a little bit frustrated with this page, or I was having a bad day, because you can see that the black looks very different here and here, and the same with the blue. So I think I had just had enough of this page and just wanted to get it finished. And this is probably Prismacolor Scholar pencils. Here's the next one I did. It's nice. I like the colors in the sky. I used alcohol markers from the dollar store. I really liked this one. Again, alcohol markers from Dollarama. So now this page, I had a bit of a blunder. One of the downsides of this book is that the color numbers change for each page. So on this page, 3 is black and 4 is white. But on the previous page, 0 is black and 6 is white. So I had the wrong number in my mind, and I colored the wrong numbers black. I'm still kind of figuring out how I can maybe salvage this page, but that's the one downside. This one I used alcohol markers from the dollar store. Okay, so next, this one, red tractor with a nice blue sky and clouds. And for this one, I used my brand new Ohuhu alcohol markers, the Honolulu series, and I really like how the colors look just so clean and vibrant. Looking the second, so I already mentioned the first thing that I've discovered that I don't like about this book, or that makes it a little bit more challenging. The second thing is that white, whatever spaces have white, it does get a number. So in this case, white is 0, and you can see the numbers, right? The numbers are also black instead of gray, so they don't fade as much into the background. But I mean, I still like the book. I really like the images. Here we have Shooting Star by Maria Trolle, and the page that I worked on is not complete, so I'll continue working on it. But I also have a video on the channel, Color and Chat, of some of the work that I did on the page. So here's the page that I was working on. I'm really happy with how the water turned out. I used so many different colors for it. If you're interested, I'll work on it some more and keep keep you posted. Next, we have Mangatopia, Tiny Kawaii, illustrated by Liv One. Here's a completed page I did. And this one I used my brand new Ohuhu alcohol markers. And that was very exciting. This was the first full page I colored with them. If you saw my video, I started this flower and the leaves a little bit just to get some color on paper and try them out. I was so excited. So it's not, not my best work, but I'm just still in the getting to know you stage with the markers. I'm sure it's going to take me a few weeks before I get comfortable with them and pairing up colors and using them and shading and blending with them. So far, I love them. Look how bright and vibrant they are. I also have a work in progress, and it's this one, getting into kind of the festive mood, I guess. So I colored this, and then I did the bow, and then I decided that I was done for now. So I used my Prismacolor Premier pencils, and I'm really happy with kind of how it's looking so far. So next is Magical Jungle by Joanna Basford. So I worked on this page, and it's actually on the channel as a color time-lapse type video. And I just needed something quick and relaxing. So I just took I just blended it out instead of coloring in the details individually. And I might call this a work in progress. I'd like to do something with the background, but I haven't decided yet. So that's okay with me. I know that an idea will come to me. It's just going to take some time. And same with this one. So this page I had already done. And my initial thought was to carry over the same color palette over here, but with a white background, so it kind of contrasts the black and white. So previous, I had some of the teal leaves and vines done, or turquoise leaves and vines done. So I've got some more of those done. I think all I have left is the flowers and the butterfly. I also put some sparkle on there as well. So I used Prismacolor Premier pencils and silver Uniball Signo gel pen. I'm really happy with kind of how it's looking so far, and we'll see where it goes from here. Just kind of going with the flow on this one. Home Sweet Home by Teresa Goodrich. Here's the page I worked on. A different color palette for me, kind of a blue, green, orangey, yellow, peach type of palette. A little bit of red thrown in, a little bit of yellow thrown in. I used my Crayola twistable pencils, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. Feels like so long ago when I did this one. I did it right at the beginning of the month. Lastly, we have Autumn Coloring Book by Jade Summer. And I did a couple of pages in this one. So we have this little kitten. And I purposely chose a non-autumnal color palette. And I'm really happy with how everything turned out. I just wish these flowers, I'd either chosen more of this yellow-green, yellow, or even like a bit brighter of a pink. They just look a bit too dull for me in contrast with the other flowers that I did. I've never done a green-yellow flower before that I remember. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. I guess I always thought it would be too much green on the page, having green leaves and then a greeny yellow flower. But I think it works with the colors that I picked. And then there's a pumpkin, of course, but I did it yellow to kind of get away from the orange Halloween autumnal colors. And let's see, what did I use? So I used Prismacolor Premier pencils and some gold Uniball Signo gel pen. I like this one. So now we have Happy Thanksgiving. This past weekend, some people were celebrating Thanksgiving, and I chose a very autumnal palette for this page, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. I really took my time with it. I used Prismacolor Premier pencils, and that is it. Yeah, I'm really happy. I feel like the page is like well balanced and the color distribution is nice. I did a little bit of a bokeh background here. It's been quite a while since I tried anything like that. Okay, so now I did this one. And it really stumped me what this petal was. So I did the pumpkin orangey yellow, and then I thought that if I did this petal or leaf in the same colors, it would help make the page look more balanced. I was really playing around with my leaves and trying to blend some of the greens in different ways. So using a bit more of a cream color here, using more green on this one. And I put the ground in here. I just kind of drew a line with a ruler, and then I didn't like it, so I went over it again, and I used a mixture of gray and brown pencil crayons. This was Prismacolor Premier pencils and Uniball Signo silver gel pen for the shiny. Now the final page that I have to show you today is this one, and this is actually probably my favorite page of the month. I actually tried filming this one, but it wasn't working out due to some technical difficulties, being a bit of a novice with recording coloring. So anyways, the page still turned out beautiful. I love it. I love the owl. Took my time with this one. Prismacolor Premier pencils. The background is black matte acrylic paint by Folk Art. And I also took the Uniball Signo white gel pen and outlined the moon, just to make that contrast between the moon and the background even sharper, even more distinct. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. And as I said, this was probably my favorite page of the month. And that's my coloring for November 2024. I had a fun month coloring. I hope you had a great month. I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.